Good morning. It's Monday, April 10th, and that means two things. Anything is tolerable if you work at tolerating it. And it is time for the lighting industry news brief, and we are brought to you by Keystone Technologies, and we are talking about their DMX wall washer. This is a whole range of RGBW lights with smart loop wireless lighting systems for easy, vibrant, flexible specialty lighting. This is KeystoneTech.com. Light made easy. Savant, Panasonic, and others have been recognized by Energy Star in their Partner of the Year awards. Wolfspeed and the North Carolina Architecture and Tech U is building a research facility which will create new silicon carbides. It's seeking CHIPS Act funds to do that. Inventronics has completed their acquisition of AMS Osram's digital systems. That's 10 months of work and filing to finally get what I think is the last divestment of AMS that Osram is doing. U.S. and allies are expanding their economic sanctions against Russia and Belarus, which does include lighting equipment if you're getting any lighting equipment from Belarus. Universal Douglas employees in Mexico have not been paid their severance and have been sitting outside the factory in protest for a few weeks now. A reminder that the general service lamp ban will go into effect on August 1st. Only 0.5% of all circadian lighting, or all lighting in ceilings right now, is circadian friendly. This is based on research from Dr. Martin Moore-Ede. Plascolite has bought an acrylics factory in Mexico. Canada is planning on friendshoring its manufacturing needs instead of onshoring it, I guess. Chinese officials are, quote, furious over chip protectionism, and there might be an international semiconductor feud brewing. FedEx is merging their air and ground operations. A number of sub-companies actually will be rolled into one for cost savings. Acuity has announced their full-year data, and net sales were up 4%. Profits are down at Dialite, £200,000 short of the previous year. Luceco has announced a dividend, 4 cents per share, will pay out on the 19th of May. SGH has revealed their Q2 results, net sales down 4%, and energy-focused sales down are 40%. That's 40% compared to last year. And Applied UV reports on their full year, their revenue is up 72%. Momentum Support has rebranded as ABM. Light Science Tech has raised £1.5 million sterling in a share offering. We also have U.S. Lighting Group joining the Modular Building Institute. This is the part of the Futuro Houses brand. The IALD College of Fellows is seeking nominations for recognition for achievements. That's open until the 28th. A writer from Late Night with Seth Meyers has opened a lamp shop specializing in vintage Italian fixtures. Ain't that something? Ozop has assured their customers that Universal Douglas's closure won't change anything for them. New home buyers are seeking out efficiency credits, according to the National Association of Home Builders. Volt Lighting has opened their 5th distribution center. This one is in Tennessee. In sports news, the Dodgers organization has apologized for an LED system issue in a recent game. They just showed it off last week, and on the 31st, a game against Arizona had flickering and dimming during play. In events and webinars, we have an effective sales webinar hosted by Bill Attardi in May, and Southern California Edison will be hosting controls webinars also in May. In IoT news, these are the 10 smartest cities in Europe. Budapest shows up higher than you'd think. Dali has published a paper on sustainability. 6G cell connectivity will be focused on the industrial IoT, and Cisco Systems has bought Lightspin for cloud-based security. In market predictions, 12% gains in the wireless mesh market, $25 billion for kitchen lighting, 22% in vertical farming, $13 billion for emergency lighting. The S&P 500 is showing more interest in new home companies. Satellite IoT will grow by 19%, and the market for neonatal jaundice light therapy will expand by 4%. In R&D, light therapy can reduce heart disease in mice, according to a study from U Buffalo. We're also seeing light therapy showing promise in dementia treatment. Daytime brightness does reduce hospital recovery times. This is new data from Mount Sinai Hospital. In dark sky news, circadian rhythm has been linked with headaches. Circadian oscillation has also been linked with embryonic kidney health. Jichong Shenzhen province in China is China's first dark sky place. And a new study from Virginia Tech shows that LED street lighting does not affect melatonin of road users. Drivers, presumably pedestrians, bicyclists, those guys are not seeing any changes in melatonin. Windows 11 will be offering automatic screen brightness adjustments for your eye health. Virgin Orbit is now entering Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. It's turtle season in the Florida Keys, so keep your lights dim around there. April has been declared Astrotourism Month in Utah. Cleveland, Ohio has been recognized as a hotspot for bird strikes. And Mounted Village, Colorado will not force dark sky retrofits on projects worth less than $500,000. In recommended reading, all this on nailed.org and more, we have a review of glow-in-the-dark golf balls, why reps manufacturers answer, the value of a smart city, 4 IoT hacking vulnerabilities, testing neon effect strips, creating an IoT standard for aging in place, 5 questions on PoE and lighting, what wildlife needs in terms of lights out, and a case study of the LEDification of a wind farm. In horticultural news, Sweetleaf Capital has partnered with Foes as part of their preferred vendor program. Grow Generation has set up shop in Bozeman, Montana. That means they have stores in 17 different states. In local news, Ontario mandates recycling requirements for lamp manufacturers. Washington, Pennsylvania has secured street lighting funds. Knoxville, Tennessee is going to improve lighting along cycling infrastructure. Frederick, Maryland will be spending $300,000 in street lighting replacements. A multifamily company in Pennsylvania has secured the largest CPACE deal in state history. Ramapo, New York is adding thousands in new street lighting fixtures. We have an $8 million private donation for campus improvements will go through at Tulane University. Calgary, Alberta's transit security plan includes more lighting improvements at bus stops. We have pedestrian and cycling deaths up in Texas. Actually, that's across the world, or across North America. And Nebraska state parks will be switching to LED. In international news, the UK government is offering rebates to businesses, and LEDification of London's bus shelters are saving 500 tons of CO2 a year. In people news, Aldo Camphor is now the CEO of AMS Osram. CDL has announced 2 new appointments, and Justin Coleman is now Prez at Schaefer. And things you can make, we have a glowing sound sculpture, a skull-shaped connectivity indicator, and how to spot satellites with a microwave antenna. Anyway, I've been Scott Wachter. Thank you to Nail. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you for listening. Enjoy your week and enjoy the music.
Wenn du Flugzeug fliegst, kann dir nichts passieren. Denn so ein Flugzeug ist klug konstruiert. Auf dem Zahnarztstuhl bist du völlig safe, denn der Zahnarzt hat lange studiert. Ich weiß, dass nichts passieren kann, und doch fühlt es sich für mich anders an. Ich weiß, doch es fühlt sich ganz anders an. Ich weiß, doch es fühlt sich anders an. Anders. Wenn es dunkler wird, jeden Tag ein Stück, bis die Sonne völlig fehlt, Das ist gar nicht schlimm, denn die kommt zurück. Warum schau ich dann so gequält? Ich weiß, dass da nichts passieren kann, und doch fühlt es sich für mich ganz anders an. Ich weiß, doch es fühlt sich ganz anders an. Ich weiß, doch es fühlt sich anders an. Oh ja, ich weiß, doch es fühlt sich ganz anders an. Anders an, so alle Ampeln grün, doch ich bleibe stehen, wenn ich weiß und fühl. Du bist Krebs, ich Stier, kann nicht funktionieren, ist von Anfang an klar, ja. Du bist nicht mein Typ, so groß, so schön, zu lieb, zu harmlos, ist doch wahr. Ich weiß, dass da nichts passieren kann, und doch fühlt es sich ganz anders an. Oh, ich weiß, doch es fühlt sich ganz anders an. Ich weiß, doch es fühlt sich anders an. Oh Mann, ich weiß, oh, ich weiß, ja. Ich weiß, anders.